O tuatahi o te rā kei te mihi ki a koutou, a ki tēnei wā kua hui mai nei, a ki tēnei rā no reira tēnā koutou. A tuarua, Ngāti whātua ki o rā kei, kei te mihi ki a koe e hoa. Tuatoru, he te pou whakahaere o te komiti whakahaere tēnā koe, me koutou katoa tēnā hoki tātou. Kia ora everyone, 4 minutes to talk about an intergenerational future for Ngāi Tahu. Who are we? Ngāi Tahu, we about 80% geographically of the South Island. We have a 60,000 family membership. We're about 7 generations, and we are 60,000, 40% of the 60,000 are in the South Island, another 40% in the North Island, 10% overseas, and 10% have gone no address. So communications is critical for us. How do we organise ourselves? Well, we know we're Ngāi Tahu. If you can whakapapa or you can show your genealogy linked back to a census that we took 7 generations ago. So that's how our membership is growing. We know that when we settled with the Crown in 1998, 1997 and the apology in 1998. At that point we had 20,000 members, Ngāi Tahu, and now we're up to over 62,000. When we think about intergenerational sustainability, and our mantra is, and our mission is focused on being intergenerational, and it goes something like this: Mō tātou ā mō kauria muri ake nei, for us and our children after us. So anything that we're doing now is about bringing that from the past into the present, and it must always be about the future. So that's where our sense of generational sustainability must be focused upon. Our portfolio at the moment is, and you may have heard a lot about the commercial sector, its worth is up at about 1.6 billion at the moment, but actually the focus on being intergenerational is actually about growing our own people. And it's about growing, when I think about that 60,000, we know we've got 40,000 under the age of 25. And when we've talked today about our young people and how they are going to be a part of the present and how they're going to be a part of the future, that means engaging them in decision making. It means enabling them to participate at the local level, at the regional level, and around that table in terms of the governing responsibilities that the tribe has. The tribe's governed by an 18-member council, which is democratically appointed members, 3-year terms. And one of the things that they are highly focused on at the moment is, while we might have developed our commercial wealth or well-being, they're focused on health and well-being, which means they need to think about how our young people are going to participate in those leadership roles and how they're going to take key positions within the organisation and amongst partners as well. Our organisation is unashamedly iwi-oriented, it's intergenerational, and it is, I think what is interesting about our organisation, it is purely focused on the cultural dynamics. So if we think about our organisations, and certainly we are all charged with having an economic responsibility, there are those other aspects such as social, cultural, environmental, and of course economic. And if we are to keep focused on being intergenerational and actually being true to who we are in regards to being Ngāi Tahu, we must bring that culture through, and we must immerse it and soak it within everything that we are doing in order to take that forward, because our culture must actually be a strong part of actually what we do in our business and how we care and protect, and we enable our people to innovate going forward. One of the bigger risks that we have at the moment, and we're part of the global issues in terms of our country responsibilities. It's actually about achieving equity, and it's about achieving Māori household income. At the moment across this country, there's a $2.6 billion gap in regards to Māori households. And I've heard some of the kōrero already today, and the responsibility as organisations that we're looking at to work not only with diversity but how to enrich and bring forward Māori and Pacifica and other diversities, other multinationals in terms of raising their sense of belonging and participation in the workplace. But we know that we've got to do something strong and something positive around closing that gap. By 2040, it's going to be $4.3 billion, and the way that we want to do that is focus on education, is to focus on health and well-being, is to focus on actually raising employment. And so I think that's, whilst it's a risk at the moment, it's also an opportunity that not only our organisation and other organisations with whom we are partnering with in regards to internships, cadetships, secondments, placements, training opportunities, we're looking for those relationships so that we can actually close that gap and actually continue to make our culture, our environment sustainable going forward. So thank you. I'll join the rest of the panel now. Kia ora.